Hi there. So, I had my, all 3 kids for the past 3 days. And my oldest 2 live with their dad most of the time. They stay with me on the weekends. And so he does school drop-off and all that stuff. Now, we have to keep in mind that we're dealing with a sheep here. He's getting there. He does realize that the COVID thing's a scam and all that stuff, but he isn't putting 2 and 2 together. And he's probably never going to fully wake up, because there's a certain amount of waking up that requires you to admit that you were wrong, that you were lied to, that you believed wrong things, that you know. And his pride's never going to allow for that. But, okay, so when I go to the school drop-off Monday, I notice them outside with the temperature guns for the kids' heads. And my blood started boiling. And it's like, oh, no, we can't be zapping her head every day. I tell you what, you can do her wrist, but not her head. And I told him, and I can email the principal or whatever it is that you need me to do, but she is not to have her head scanned, regardless of what her father says. And so the second day, so this was Monday, so when I pull in Tuesday, my daughter goes to a very small private school. So, I didn't have to email the principal or anything like that. They were just like, okay, so you want her scanned, or you want her wrist scanned? And I'm like, yes. So they've done that the past 3 days and all that. So I made a Facebook post about it, that my daughter, okay, I don't have the right thing to put that. I made a Facebook post about it, the fact that my daughter, was having her head zapped and all this stuff. And so people want to start commenting, and they're like, well, you're part of the problem with humanity, and your mindset is this, and you're that, and all this. And it's like, what? Okay. Like I told those people in that post, you try being an awake person, co-parenting with a drone, and then get back to me, okay? You got to pick our battles here, okay? If it were solely up to me, there would be no compliance, all right? But it's not solely up to me, so I have to choose. I don't know what it is about people that, I guess it's just the programming and the judgmental nature of humans, but why is it that people think that they know what another person's thoughts and feelings and intentions, and then if you post something, they're like, well, you said this, but it really means that. There's all these hidden messages in it. No, I said that because that's what I mean. I am not the type of person to put hidden messages in it. And then somebody that followed me on here was talking about the fact that, I have a lack mindset. Well, I don't have a lack mindset. I don't even know, because I'm not obsessed with money, that means I have a lack mindset. No, I actually, I feel extremely blessed and grateful, and it's just not at all about lack. I'm not lacking anything. Yes, it would be a little bit nicer to have a little bit more money, to have some more experiences here, but is it required? No. And does money have an evil energy attached to it? Absolutely. And because the intention behind the game is bad and all that, so there's a certain evil that you just can't escape when using it. But why don't we get out of our egos here and stop proposing that we know exactly what somebody thinks, feels, and all that? Yes, I give some ideas and some opinions and stuff on here, but that still doesn't give you a true insight into who I am and what I actually think. And if you've got a question, ask me. It's like, what was it somebody said to me? gosh, I can't remember. But it was ridiculous. Shoot, I don't know. But oh yeah, and then like this election stuff. So like I shared a couple of posts, and a lot of times when I post something on Facebook, I don't say anything about it. I don't say my opinion. I don't say what I think, what I feel either way. I just share it, okay? And like I shared some of this stuff because I found it entertaining. Yes, I know elections are staged, okay? Now, to the extent, yes, there's a plan, but now there's infighting in between these bloodlines that control, that fight for power. So we don't know how much they truly work together. I mean, there's some element of that, but I think there also may be some element of them competing against each other, and they don't always know what the plan is. But oh, I know what I was going to say. Okay, so this guy this week tells me that basically that because I spend 15 minutes a day or so, scanning the headlines, just seeing what the narrative is. Like, I do not fixate or anything. Like, literally, like the 15 minutes that I'm looking at this stuff online is like the only 15 minutes I'll think of it today. And he's like, well, thinking about it at all is ridiculous. It's like, well, look, I mean, we still live in this matrix, okay? And why don't you go after somebody that's like been consumed by this stuff for the past, I don't know, since a week now? I mean, instead of somebody that just simply checks the headlines for, like, to see if anything's going on. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, it just really all has to come down to ego. I mean, if you are judgmental and you think that this person thinks this and they need to do this and they need to do, you need to get out your ego. Okay? You need to worry about yourself. Unless it's one of your kids or something, you don't really need to worry about what anybody else does. But that's part of the problem. People won't mind their own business. See, people want to fix everyone else instead of fixing themselves. What you need to do is fix yourself. Trust me, I spent a lot of time and money and effort and energy fixing myself. I spent, the past 6 years doing that. And it's been an incredibly hard process, but it's been well worth it. And I mean, people are like, well, if you post that, people are going to think you're a sheep. Okay. And what part of do I care? I don't care what other people think. I mean, it's just, people have got to be so, it's like, I see these people like getting on there, getting on here, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't look my best, and I'm sorry this, and I'm sorry that, and they're like feeling all bad about themselves, and it's like, you know what? Just freaking share your message and don't worry about the physical. It's all physical. I mean, all this physical stuff is crap anyways. It's not, I tell you though, one thing that is hard, it is hard to judge the Homo sapien species, like, how would they be without the programming? I feel that they would be much better, because if you look at the degradation of morality that has gone on just in my 40 years of living, which is all caused by programming, people would be the Homo sapien species would be much better if they had been left alone. Or if they had been led. So. But the rain's slowed up now, so I'm going to go in the store. I've been waiting on the rain to stop. So, just ranting some. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.